What's up, guys? We're live. Let me reset this thing. Make sure we don't have any echo. Make sure you can hear me, can see me, and refresh again. Still nothing coming out, and still nothing coming out. All right, refresh one more time. And all right, I think we are set. So we have special guests today. I'll bring them in a moment. First, I want to see who's here in the live chat. So people came in early. And I don't know what happened to that. So Panda Rose is here. Your 89 Romeo Super Sister Vlogs Track Star Chino Brown, Steven, Mark Anthony. Let's see who else is here. True Win, Dapper Fanatic, Stevie D.
Say baby.
And let's see who else. Redra, Maximo Finds, eBay Joey, Hustle Crow, Stealthy Finds, and Austin. See, Robert, Doug the Pug, District Deals. I only tuned in for the B. Patrick, man, where are we? Gritty Girl Boss, Drake, Caleb, Bruce, and Breezy Fine, Saxon, Eric, Flips Anonymous, K Brady, L Ricks, Christy, hello from San Antonio, Hustle in Silence, Fit Flipper from Waco, and Willie Will. So we have a lot of topics to talk about. Of course, coronavirus and how that affects us. And of course, Nike closing. Paper Drew, what's up? Baker, Jorge, and Aaron. But let's bring in our special guest for the evening. We have Kenneth, the Hustle Bee, who's on mute. Now he's in. And know what to flip it, Jake.
Hi, everybody.
What's up? What's up?
All right, Jake, a little bit louder. Can we hear him?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear him now. All right, Hustle Bee.
What's up, guys?
All right, so the B, what are your initial thoughts on, you know what, before we get into any of that stuff, with Nike closing, how are sales for both of you guys first?
All right, I'll go first. It's been popping crazy. So yeah, I'm having like my the biggest sale day of the last 10 days today. And it's still early, so maybe I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. What about you, Jake?
Well, I guess for you, people are getting ready for the apocalypse, so they want to look fresh when it goes down.
100% agree. 100% agree.
Personally, for me, last week was really good, and this week has been really slow for me. I guess nobody wants any overpriced used Jordans.
Well, that's the thing we want to talk about, especially with used shoes and or used clothing, which it does. To me, I think it does matter, but we'll get into that topic. Who else was here? What's up? Stevie D, District Deals, eBay Joey, Sneaker Finds 12, Mr. Sports LA. What's up? Caroline, also here. This week was good for reselling. Let's see who else said that was pretty good for. I think in general, 2020 had been good, like sales wise. But everything else outside of it was bad. I mean, we had like Australia wildfires and Kobe, and now this, and there's like all these other things. So 2020 in general.
Glenn getting sick.
They're getting sick all the time. Like we should just cancel it. So I'm getting a lot of DMs are like, all right, Nike's closing. What's gonna happen to the channel? Do we get vlogs? Do we get in-store action? What's gonna happen? What if Ross is next? Which it could happen, Ross, Burlington. Now this happens. What happens to the channel? I might have to stick to and move to my OnlyFans account. You guys want that premium content?
Double down on your OnlyFans.
That totally different content. That's struggling times, but I think we'll be all right. So initial thoughts when you got the message today, Nike closing 2 weeks. What do you think?
Man, I just wanted to wake up and get to the first Nike outlet ASAP. I really thought that Nike was gonna have like a desperation or more sales, discount in the store. So that was my first reaction. But I think I kind of expected it. Having some family in the Philippines and in Asia, like I think this was like the best move to just quarantine everybody and shut everything down for a few weeks to just stop the spread, because we're not really just seeing the whole effect of it yet. I mean, it just started, so that's my initial thought.
Jake?
I mean, I only go to Nike like probably like twice a week, so it's not that huge on me. But I think that you should expect companies like Nike or like real kind of like liberal companies are definitely going to close because they don't want to put their employees at risk. But on the bright side, I mean, when they reopen, I mean, imagine what that stock's going to look like.
Good point.
You know.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's read what happened. But first, we'll go to Red Drum Garage, $1.99 on the super chat for struggling times. So appreciate that. And Stevie D, $2.69. Jamal and Jake smoke blunts daily. Nothing from Jake. Just like, I guess so. Let's see what Nike says. So closing all U.S. stores for 2 weeks due to coronavirus, and we saw that one. So we will be back. So starts tomorrow, Monday, March 16th. Like B said, maybe you went sourcing today, maybe you didn't. But anyway, that will come back. Let's see, through Friday, March 27th. Customers can continue to shop on Nike.com and our Nike apps. You can keep taking L's on Sneakers app. Let's get into also the store, or actually the delayed releases. So they announced Jordan 6 Retro DMP. This one now coming out April 11th. Same month, Fire Red 5s coming out the 25th, and Flint 13s May 2nd. Now, I do believe it has to do with, not that the shoes aren't done or production, any of that. I do think that they were waiting so that people can get over this. They're hoping for, a couple of weeks, get back at it, have their money saved, get into bigger crowds again if that happens, and not have to worry about all these other factors. So now we have different release dates. Do you guys see the 3M on those Flints?
Man, that's fire.
That's looking pretty nice. Jake, can you pick any of these up?
Nah. I mean, I had the Fire Reds. I think 5s are bulky, and then I'm good on those.
District deals, $9.99. Stevie D handing out interest-free cash. Shoot him ADM on IG, but $10 district deals. Appreciate that. Maybe I can buy Jake and be I wouldn't say dinner, but
In-N-Out burger.
All right, In-N-Out burger. All right, man. Let's see. You guys are a fan of Hustlebee and Jake? Hit that like button. Before you hit the like button, wash your hands. Then hit that like button.
Yes.
Keep it clean for others.
Let's get into stocks. Nike had dropped their highest. We were at $105.62 on the 52-week high. They're down to $75. And Ross did go up a little bit. Well, actually, they both went up a little bit, but overall down. Their 52-week high was at 124. Now they are at 92. So stocks kind of predicted that now with everything that's going on. You guys have any money in these?
Nope. Probably time to buy now.
Anybody in the chat has money in these?
Hey, I just opened one of those like stock trading apps to get ready for this comeback.
Robinhood?
Webull.
Oh, you need to check out Robinhood, bro.
Let's see. Hustle Crow says buy now. Nike and TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I have Nike stock. Faith Lopez, what's up? Let's see. Money in Tesla. I'm in Nike. Finna to buy again. And I bought 3 stocks. Caroline. And Sneaky Feet says Robinhood is trash. Next one. In case you want to know what Burlington was up to, they did not do any type of statement. Instead, they've been trying to get into the action and make some money just like Walmart and everybody else. Burlington says aisles and aisles of snacks, baby supplies, toys, doggy staples, and items that will make your life a little more comfortable. All at prices you'll love.
Hey, where's Burlington headquartered at?
Burlington, New Jersey.
New Jersey?
Yeah.
All right, so they might close. What about Ross?
Ross, I don't know. We haven't. Where are they?
If Ross is like stationed in like Mississippi or something, they're gonna stay open the whole time.
What?
Digital Deal says located in Oxon Hill.
It's dangerous out there, man.
They've been close. They'll be fine. They got like metal railings on their windows.
Yeah, Burlington, no toilet paper, so that's not going to help us. And then Ross, no statement either, but we did get a statement from StockX. This one came out 3 days ago, and just pretty much talking how they are, what they're doing in their authentication centers,
Yeah,
drop-off locations. But in general, they're just going on as normal. No delays or anything
yeah.
with
I think they're
StockX.
like in a good position.
Yeah.
Online shipping. Nothing. Customer contact really. I guess it's just a lot of it is just reassuring their employees.
Yeah, so nothing, no updates there. Now here's where we get into this thing, where there's so many different, I don't know, articles and things, and I've been seeing it a lot on IG. People scared of ordering things, thinking that they're gonna open the box, virus comes out and like takes them over, and that it sticks on to like clothing and shoes and whatever you're buying. So that's probably the only thing I would say with people that are kind of worried on buying stuff is that some of the thrifting stuff I've noticed, at least the messages I've been getting, are a little bit lower, that people aren't trusting pre-owned items, clothing, shoes, etc., because they don't know if coronavirus has been stuck to the clothing, to the material, and they're going to take that risk. So even if you're getting stuff from China right now, it's not going to spread by mail.
I mean, if it did, man, whole world would have been infected already in the first few weeks.
Hey, did you guys see that Simpsons episode, that prediction thing? Where
Yeah.
the dude in it was in Japan, but he coughed in the box, and then they sent it to Springfield, and the whole Springfield got the virus.
Yeah. That's pretty much what happened when Homer opened it.
Yeah.
Well, so what do you think? All right, going to Plato's a lot more, Jake. Do you think this has a factor?
You talking about the used stuff
Yeah.
having Corona on it?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's because people. How would it get Corona though, right? Because people are touching it, right?
That's the thing,
I mean,
though.
you got to touch new stuff too. I mean, everything has to get touched. I don't know, because like if it's been used a while ago, I mean, Corona just came around. I mean, I don't know. I mean, everything has to be touched. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
I gotta be
stored.
touched to package, gotta be
Shipped,
touched if
yeah.
pre-worn, pre-owned. But people are worried about it.
Well, I'm saying is like if you're selling a new pair of shoes, right? Like Ken right behind you, if you had the Corona and you back there shipping stuff, I mean, you're touching all over the boxes too, whether it's new or used, right?
True. That's true. I mean, I think the person that's afraid of that kind of factor is also the person that's afraid of getting scammed. So more likely or less, they're probably not gonna trust online sellers.
So here's the thing, though, is that I know people are saying they need to buy, necessities, but if people are trapped in their house, either one, they're gonna keep conservative, nothing, or two, they get a little bored. Hey, here's a deal on some Jordan 3s.
Right. Retail therapy.
Maybe I'll pick them up. Not bag and shipped. I'm a little bored. Got some, nothing to do.
Right.
So I think we can see increase in sales in that point. Depends who has that extra money to spend and who's maybe not as worried as other people.
Hey, but wouldn't you think though, if people aren't going to stores though, they would buy more stuff online? So
Yeah.
wouldn't you think that more of those sales would move online regardless? Unless
Yeah,
people are just hoarding money because they think it's the apocalypse. But other than that, people are staying home, they're gonna spend the money online.
Yeah, that's true. I think I mean, Jake made a good point that if your mentality is it's just a quarantine to stop the spread, things are gonna resume soon. So you're probably gonna be, you're gonna have more time with on your hands, especially that there's no sporting events. So so retail therapy, like I've read, people are gonna look out for deals. All of a sudden, they start buying and push online sales. But if you have the apocalypse mindset or perspective about these things, you're definitely gonna be cashing out things, and it could be a good time for online sales for us to pick out some really cheap stuff online too and source online.
Yes, sir. And Will is here, 4.99 super chat. It says B is back. What's up, Glenn and Jake? Also got Middleman at $1.99. Says hello. And some of the comments, District Deal says people are going to be broke. I doubt it. Let me see, Happy Camper. I doubt it. If people don't have paycheck, they can't spend. Caroline says bored people making babies. You need what? You need baby making Jordans. And
baby phones.
Baby phones. There you go. Yeah, one meme. One meme I saw, man. In the by the end of the year, after 9 months, there's gonna be more babies popping out in they call us millennials, and then they're gonna be called coronials.
Yeah, I saw that. So what do you think about the stats though? Like looking into the numbers, 3,700 people in the US confirmed out of 30 million that we have in the US.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about the stats though? Are we overreacting?
I think the stats are showing less just because of just looking at worldwide perspective. We really don't have testing centers. I heard a podcast earlier. If you're feeling sick, do you actually know where the testing centers are? And I think that was one of the things that they rolled out, when they made that announcement with the President Trump that they're gonna have a drive-through testing center.
Yeah.
I was telling Glenn this earlier. One of my friends in Cleveland, they're both doctors, and they're actually husband and wife. They have a baby. They just want to double check and make sure to get tested. If they're clear or not. I guess somebody's feeling under the weather. They were in line for 4 hours to get tested and still haven't got tested. So I don't know how long it ended up. So I think that number is gonna go up, in the days coming as the testing gets available, and a lot more people get discovered and start getting sick.
What do you think, Jake?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's definitely more people because this is only the confirmed cases. But I mean, personally, I mean, we've never seen anything like this, and based on the fact that it's only killed 40 people in this country, I mean, I think it's like a great response. Like, I think it's really like proactive, and to keep people from getting sick. Because like I was telling you guys, what I was hearing from the scientists is because it's a coronavirus and it jumps from animals to humans, it easily mutates. So the more people it's in, it can adapt and whatever and become more deadly. So the more people we keep it out of, the better. So I mean, the whole country getting shut down for something that killed 40 people right now. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So I mean, it's very proactive, and I think I was reading about SARS and the swine flu and all that, and it had already killed a whole lot of people before any kind of national emergency was declared. And it wasn't even to this level, right? I mean, no city shut down. You know
Right,
what I
right.
mean? So I mean, I think they're being very proactive on this one, and I think this is being that this is a disease that doesn't seem that deadly. This is great for prepare for when one does come that
Yeah,
really kills a
true,
lot of
true.
people.
Yeah,
We're ready
yeah,
for that.
yeah.
Well, here's the thing though, is that I thought it was kind of funny. Well, see, even looking at the chat right now, we have mixed response, right? Like some people are like, it's just a flu, not that serious. Other people are like, this is super serious. And that's what I think where we're kind of at right now in America as a whole. Because even when our president first came out, he said it was a hoax. So no one was like, what should we do? What's going on? And then it just kind of like lingered on. Now it's like buying toilet paper, water, all that stuff is gone. I thought it was funny that Mike Pence said that everyone in the U.S. handled it handled it well, and we're helping each other out. And I was like, dude, this is like a free for all. Like it's like complete opposite.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
because you got people. People always are act a little crazy when shit happens. I mean, like for real though, why are you going after toilet paper? Like, no, but for real, like, what's the explanation? Like,
Right.
you're
You
afraid
would
you're
you
never
would
gonna wipe your ass,
Yeah,
like
you would
during the
think the
crisis?
food would go first. That was the crazy
Yeah,
part. I don't
toilet paper.
whoever man, I'm telling you, whoever is that the marketing director of Charmin or something like that did a really good job. I think it was, they just took a photo shoot of some people grabbing toilet paper, and all of a sudden, people start grabbing toilet paper.
No, you're right because the first place that is sold out, I remember they saying Australia was all out of toilet paper. Now I'm like, the hell they buying all that toilet paper for? Next thing I know, we're all out of toilet paper now too. So
Right, yeah,
people got afraid that toilet paper was going to run out, so they all
yeah,
bought toilet
yeah.
paper.
That's what it is. It's like, but man, it's like, it's mayhem. But I think a lot of it is just the news and everything like that with the media. If whatever they put on, people catch on it and stuff like that. I mean, I don't watch the news hardly, and then all of a sudden, people that watch the news are just more freak out than the person that doesn't. I traveled to the Philippines when it first outbreak in China. I actually had to reroute my flight and skip Hong Kong, just because there was a lockdown in Hong Kong. So, yeah, it's real, but China recovered, but but the fact that China recovered, that's because China acted really fast. I mean, they built so many hospitals so quick.
Well, and they let like half of them die too because they were like a welding apartment building shut and stuff.
They
And I
they
saw stuff on
quarantined everything.
Instagram.
Yeah, they
I
quarantined.
saw like some on Instagram where there's a little girl on the balcony and she's like, "Somebody help! My mom's dying" or something like that. Like when you got an
Yeah,
authoritarian government like that, it's like you're kind of screwed. So
I mean, the tough times make for tough measures. Like imagine imagine China being a third of uh the world's population. If if they handled it differently, if it was just go out and buy toilet papers. What if they did that in China? Man, China would have been wiped out, and there probably would have been a lot more. Good thing China didn't promote toilet paper buying when they had the coronavirus.
and let me ask you: do a lot of people smoke over there? Because they said that doctor that I mean, they probably killed that doctor, but regardless, that doctor that warned everybody, he was like 34 and he died. But they said that he was a heavy smoker.
Oh, the biggest thing, because it attacks you. I've spoke to a few doctors in our family, in Asia. It attacks the lungs. Well, that's one. That's why high mortality rate for older people, because they have weaker lungs. Uh, Most of the cases that I for sure know of were elderly and had existing lung condition that died, and the
But
ones.
is smoking like in Asian countries is that like more prevalent
Oh,
than it is
yeah,
here?
I think yes. I think yes. I think it's almost pretty much the same. I think it's a lot worse because it's cheaper there. Cigarettes are cheaper there.
So I think I do agree though that the numbers are probably a way up there than we really know because yes, there is no testing, and how many people really had it before? It just didn't happen out of nowhere. Like it
Before
gradually
Rudy Gobert.
yeah, before Gobert and Mitchell and everybody else. So yeah, I do think we're definitely gonna see those numbers up and see who's really even had it before all of that. But let's get into. Let me get this back on here. Where were we? Oh man, hold on. There we go. Here we go. All right. I want to see. Let's see the chat. Are you still sourcing now? Choose one of each, and we're gonna see and put a little scenario here. Either you have low capital, average capital, high capital. And what I mean by low is like, you're barely surviving. You're trying to figure out, hey, let's say we were on lockdown. What if you couldn't source for 3 months? 3 months, not 3 weeks, 3 months. Are you okay with your capital and or inventory? Now, massive inventory, store's huge, a lot of good stuff, good/solid. It's like you have high, things that people actually want. Lower iffy inventory. Iffy's like, death pile stuff, things you're not really that confident in, things that you probably need to go back to Ross and return. Or column 3 also, like if you choose one of each, full-time seller, part-time seller, and what are the next steps you should take. and kind of go from there. So B, where do you think you are more or less?
So started column 1, I have average capital. Column 2, I'd say I have massive good inventory. Currently I have 80,000 listed inventory. So I think that plays a really good scenario for me. Advantage as far as advantage wise, if I'm not able to source for the next 3 months, I think that's a game changer because, honestly, I could live off of it for a full year and just have it trickle down. And if everything sell, I'll have $80,000. Um, so even if I go on a 50% discount or even 30%, it'll still sell. So, and also I'm full time. Me and my wife are doing it together. So that's really a something that I really thought of. As like, man, like good thing I'm stocked up.
Yeah, Jake.
I mean, column one. I mean, you probably could say average, but I mean, it really depends how you look at capital, right? I mean, if it's about like you got credit and stuff like that, if you want to take it out, you can take it out and buy deals if they come up. So, I mean, it really could extend to high if you depends how you do it. But column two, I'd say good inventory, but I don't really have a ton of stuff. I probably got like 220 things or 250 things listed. But I think that for people who are, who have their inventory or whatnot, and they can't really do a lot of buying now, kind of like Pen, you're saying, your sales are going to come in, but the money you usually spend is probably not going to go out. So it's probably not going to hit you as hard. You know what I mean? If you can't go out and buy a lot of stuff
Right.
too, as well. So I probably say good inventory, but I don't have a ton, and I'm still part time.
And part time. And also, I guess something to consider is just like how crappy Burlington has technically been for 2020. Like, if you really look at last year's Burlington finds compared to this year, hasn't been that great. Especially like remember like massive cleat finds, random like Air Max 98, so many different things. We kind of already eliminated that, and you're still going strong. Nike Outlet, Ross, Marshalls now, of course, coming back as well. I don't see Ross technically closing. It's like they barely close for Christmas, much less like anything else.
Right.
So I do think Ross is going to stay open. So I'm still going to source as usual. I'm not really going to stop any of that stuff. Nike, of course, because they're closed. Once they open, go back, see what else I can get. But as far as I think on mine, I'm average on capital and good solid full-time seller, but I'm not like I won't be hurting for a while. I mean, they could just kind of let that stuff kind of sell, but I think what you should be doing is selling some of the lower end iffy stuff if possible and try to get that money back, that capital, so then you can, of course, reinvest in better stuff if people are selling things cheap, but also just having that money for necessities. But any good, great inventory, like no need to rush that out because of panic mode. Like stay solid with that kind of stuff.
Hey, Glenn.
Yeah.
I don't know about Ross now that I looked them up, man. They're like outside of San Francisco, the headquarters.
It's a little iffy.
They're in Cali, man, outside of San Francisco, so they might be next to shut down.
All right. We'll have to look up Ross and see what they're doing. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I walked in, what was it? One of the Rosses, yesterday or the day before. And there's this girl that works there in the front, and then I was like, so you like staying away from people or like staying a little cautious? And she was like, if I die, I die. And I was like, that's the spirit. Like,
Yeah,
that's the spirit.
Glad you're here for it. Uncle Hack.
Yeah.
That's the
Uncle Hack is
spirit.
happy he can make $100 off his shoe. Thank you
Yeah.
for dying for us, Rex.
Oh man, that's hilarious. So let's say we're in different scenarios. So B, if someone's low capital right now and low iffy inventory, what should they do next?
Get your will.
Return?
Get your will together. Low capital. I'd say really you gotta be really creative to get some capital. I look at capital as kind of like your liquid money or your liquid asset, um, I would say you just really start piling up as much money as you can, because there could be an opportunity to buy really good deals. Next thing you know, Nike says, we can't open for the next 8 weeks. All of a sudden, online, they're going to do like a 30-40% discount on their clearance items. A lot of these people know about the finish line crazy 50% off sale. What if websites are going to start doing that? So I think, I believe, just get the money up, and just, you said, get rid of like the iffy, or return all the crappy inventory that you guys have. As long as Ross and Burlington are still open, just to get some liquid money.
Yeah, Jake.
Low capital.
And low iffy inventory.
I mean, like, yeah, I feel like B said, you got to be ready. Deals are probably gonna come. I mean, I don't know, people's situation or whatnot, but I mean, like, I know PayPal. There's like PayPal credit and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know what kind of standards they have, but I mean, I know that's a good resource too. Like, a lot of stuff I like to like snipe off of eBay and stuff. I'll buy with PayPal credit. There's like, it's interest free for like 6 months, and also it's easier to take bigger risks with that. Like if you get fake shoes or stuff like that, um, it's credit money, right? It's not like coming out of your bank account. So even if it's in limbo for a month, who cares? You know what I mean? It's not even your money. So I would look, if your capital is low, I would look for ways to possibly increase your spending power. I don't know if everybody could do that, but I would definitely try that, because like you got to be ready, because whatever, there might be a whole bunch of deals online right now too. It could be tomorrow. So, and then I also think once we come out of this, Nike opens back up, man. I mean, who knows what they're gonna have in those stores?
I mean, if you're on low capital, then I agree with B. Like, see what you can return, see what you can take. That is kind of like iffy inventory that you weren't that, um, I guess 100% all in, that you had some test buys. You got Ross, Burlington, you can return those. Hopefully nothing Nike outlet, because you can't return that for 2 weeks. But, Ross, Burlington, Marshalls, you can. Now, low iffy inventory, like I said, keep the good stuff, the solid stuff, and then sell, whatever lower. Even if you have to break even, if you really need that money, get that money in. You can break even and have that there, because yes, you will need cash. Now, getting into loans, that kind of stuff is different unless you're like really, really needing it. But it's going to make it very difficult if you're not selling, if you have one of those loans, because you're expected to, hit a certain amount that PayPal is going to get that money back from you, every month or so. So sales still have to be generating and coming in. Now, your average capital, I think you're set as far as like, things happen. Let's say next 2 weeks you can't source, next 4 weeks you can't source. I think you're fine. Good solid inventory, part-time or full-time seller. High capital, this is where you're pretty much going to win from here on out, because
Right.
GOAT, StockX people, even on eBay, they're going to be selling things cheap. If they have low capital, they need that money. You're sitting on money. Then that's where you can score those deals and check to see what kind of undercutters are coming in, buy them out. And if you have the high capital, then you can hold. And yes, once we get back to 100%, everything's good economy wise, then now you're even set to make that, more money based off everything else you already got. So high capital, I mean, there's no losing in this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. In just the fact that we really don't know how long this is gonna go. Uh, I think, one of the things that me and my wife talk about, if you're at average or lower capital, I think really this is a time to optimize everything. Maximize everything. I think this is the time to just sit down, double check all your listing, run inventory checks. And I really think, just knowing that 2 weeks, it's probably going to be really slow. I already told my wife that we're not spending any money in the next 2 weeks just to see how it all plays out. Um, and then I'm gonna be focused on learning. So I think this is a time that I'm gonna be, digging down deeper, reading books, just trying to elevate your education. I think this is free time. I mean, Jake said something about this is a time for, that you can just rest for people that just grind it so hard. So that's my take.
Yeah, watch Hustler Hacks videos, learn a little bit.
Watch them all the way through, though.
Dude, 100%. I mean, dude, when I started, man, I binge watched Hustler Hacks. So, for everybody that's just starting, all you gotta do is just now is the time to reevaluate and learn, and when it comes back up, hopefully you'll be smarter.
Go to the old Hustler Hacks videos, though, because the new ones are more bougie.
Yeah.
Old
Back when he was
scrappy
just a
ones.
regular guy. Go to those.
Yeah. Now he's out eating Korean barbecue.
The old scrappy videos. Let me see what the chat says. So Caroline says, when will things get back to normal? And that's the thing we don't know. But you're gonna have to be, we talked about this even before we started the show, prepared. And it's like the money you made from reselling, did you put it back into the business? Did you pay bills? Are you doing something to get ahead? Or did you buy some bougie things, brand new car, brand new J's, brand new iPhone, things you didn't really need, and now you're kind of like a little stuck, like, I didn't really need this stuff. Now it looks like necessities might be coming up next couple of weeks. That's also something you don't really want to be in a position. But you buy anything bougie lately, Jake?
You're thinking about buying a car.
No. I'm really cheap though. I gotta find like really good deals before I buy stuff. So it's like when you resell, it's hard to pay retail for anything.
Right.
And I think they added, like a student loan debt thing, like no interest. But even then, like how much, you're not going to, I don't know, like cash out right now just because, oh, no interest? Let me just throw a bunch of money into that right now. Like no one's doing that. So it's giving you like a small break, but like, I don't know how much it's really going to help.
I don't know how true that was, but I think the tax filing got pushed back. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, that was, the tax one too.
You mean the April 15th?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, really?
I ain't filing anything for next
I hate
year.
taxes.
Yeah, I know. So I think it worked out. No tax. 2019, no tax. Did you pay already, Glenn?
I sent my stuff to the accountant, but I haven't paid yet. I don't know what.
Oh, there we go. See, this guy's smart, Jake. You gotta learn from this guy.
So I don't know. I don't know what that's gonna be.
Haruna.
Manhattan accountant.
Huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Gritty Girl Boss Haruna brought up a good point. Good time to release stale items, retake some photos, and cross-post. So that's one way of kind of like making your inventory better looking, better listing, and I call it multiplying your inventory because now there's just more eyes being able to see or potential sale that's going to happen with your items getting cross-listed.
Yeah, for sure. And let me see. Demand misinformation in hand says, you guys think thrift stores will still be open? Now, thrift stores, and what about the bins? Do you trust the bins during this time?
The bins. It's probably the nastiest place. It's probably the nastiest place beforehand.
Yeah. Remember that time we went?
Jake's lucky because this is a channel for like retail arbitrage. Like if this guy's on our thrifting channel, this guy be roasted right now.
I personally never went to bins because I don't buy like real cheap inventory like that.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I buy bougie inventory.
Hey, click that thing, baller.
It has to sell for over 100.
Glenn, where's your thing? Where's your background
Balling.
Yeah. Sneaker find stuff gotta go. Everybody stay safe. I better have a hazmat suit for the bins.
Oh, they said if you've been to the bins, your immune system is very high.
Oh yeah. Remember that time we went to the bins and then you were like trying to like just
Oh,
like
bro. So I went to the bins and it was like I didn't know people were standing back. I just went straight, and then I didn't know that it was like switching time. You're not supposed to cross the line, or you're not supposed to pick on this bin yet. Oh man, I got yelled at, and Los was laughing at me. They lost it.
yeah, that was really hilarious. So what about traveling? So any of you guys going to, if you're still gonna source, are you going to any other cities nearby, making the drive, sourcing other Ross's Burlington?
I think I'm still gonna do it. I think as long as there's no flying involved, getting into more places where you're really in close contact with people. Like you said, you're still gonna go. You do your routes. I think I'm still gonna do it as long as it's not really gotten to a point where everything's shut down, or it's really imposed by the government at that point. But I think just be vigilant. Don't be around next to people trying to source, or when somebody just starts scuffing, and just stay away and just keep wash your hands. And also, I mean, I'm on double dose on vitamins and just trying to boost my immune system. I told Glenn this the first day, like, dude, you better drink vitamins double dose. It's just, I mean, that's all we have. I mean, if you have high immune system, like what's that guy's name? Rudy Gobert, and they're recovering quickly because they're athletes. So
Yeah.
we just got to be on an athlete shape, Glenn.
I'm just trying to get my immune system back to like regular immune system. Jake, are you gonna be driving anywhere? North Carolina?
No. I mean, I really stay local for the most part, unless I'm just traveling for personal reasons. But yeah, man, I'm double dosing on that vitamin C, man. It was all sold out at Walmart too. Like Walmart, the vitamin C, man, it's gone, dude. You better
Wow.
you better go find you a little mom and pop shop with some generic vitamins.
I just have to go to Juarez, go to Mexico, get that, get those type of vitamins. Let me see. Let me go back up. Someone has a good question right here in the chat, but I forgot where it was. Travel is fine. Carlos just got back from his 7th vacation of 2020.
Man.
Carlos living the life. I saw
Oh
that.
yeah. He's on his like 5th honeymoon or something.
Oh yeah, Carlos. He's a busy
Now
man.
he overpaid for all those vacations because he should be taking them now.
Yeah. Oh man, Los. I gotta talk to that guy. See what he's up to.
Yeah.
What was the other? Let's see, Glenn is like, what's a vitamin? What shoes are those behind you? Turbo green Jordan 1s, which they're just kind of sitting here. So I haven't done anything with them yet.
Yeah.
That's an emergency fund.
The market don't want anything with them yet.
Yeah, emergency fund for now. Flintstones chewables. Yes, very nice. Hustlebee says he can do 2 push-ups. Let's see. What else? I think flying right now is pretty risky. Like, I don't care out of the country, just going anywhere. Well, right now, California, New York, are the highest ones and Washington. But going to go sourced, out hustled style, probably not the brightest idea for right now. But I still think you should source. No one even answered that question in the chat. Are you sourcing as normal right now? That's what we got to know.
Let's see what this say.
Hey, I think your risk of travel is just simply that you might get somewhere and then they quarantine or shut the place down, and you might get stuck at the airport. Like who knows? So it's probably not worth risking it right now because you don't know what's gonna happen.
I know in Chicago O'Hare Airport, all the international traveler that came from a certain high affected countries or cities, they are they had to go to a briefing and everything like that they have to self quarantine, and some that have been to like Italy or stuff like that, they are getting straight quarantine for sure. So
yeah, I saw everybody stuck in those lines, like right next to each other, breathing at each other. Like,
that means everybody will have them.
Like, oh man. Let's see. So I know they said that. I mean, in the studies that older people or people with breathing problems, things like that, are going to be more effective. I wonder. I don't know. Seeing all these different things online, it's like some of the symptoms. Is that really how it goes? I feel like everybody's different. Their immune system is different. Could you guys fight it off? That's. I think B can. I don't think B ever really gets sick. I don't think I've ever really seen him that sick.
I've never been sick. I've been sick once, but my wife gets sick like Glenn, so I'm more worried about her. But I think I can. I think I can fight it. We'll see. What about you, Jake?
I've been on a pretty good streak, like not getting sick really last couple years.
Then you go down this. So Corona takes you down.
As long as you keep the alcohol down, you don't get drunk every weekend. I think you should be fine. If you're in relative good health and you don't.
Alcohol kills the bacteria.
Right.
So you just gotta drink stronger ones. Higher proof.
Higher proof every day.
Someone said in the chat, you guys have nice eyebrows. Now, I've been trying to figure out how to get rid of these like bushy eyebrows and you get a little bit nice. What do you recommend, Jake?
Why are you asking? Why don't you ask Ken?
No, you're the one that got the fresh cut. We don't have time to get haircuts, man. It's like, shut down. You out here got like fresh, like sharp. Like I'm like, like not clean.
You do look a little sweaty though.
Me?
Yeah.
Because I just get oily, man. I got like that 15-year-old skin, man. It's just what happens.
Oh, so let's talk about your skincare routine. How do you stay 15?
I think that's like a good thing though, because the oil keeps your skin moisturized. It's probably
100%. That's true. That's what they said.
So I look at the benefit of still getting like acne and oily skin. So whatever.
Jake is glistening.
Yeah.
I was really glistening under those lights, though. There's certain lights that just,
Fast Eddie says, "Can you do the rock people eyebrow?" Yes, I can.
Glenn can. I can't.
So I think for the next steps, then for sure, I would say what everything we went through. But yes, you should, I think, source as usual and see until we see if we're gonna get like a 2-week little. Personally, I think we should do like a little 2-week little lockdown. But here's the thing: I don't know how well that would even work, because what do you do about UPS, post office, that kind of stuff?
I think the essentials needs to happen, right? Like mail, food deliveries, gotta happen. But I think malls gotta shut down. Any unnecessary, stores or operation that's based on survival should shut down. I mean, that's in my opinion. But there's still an economy to be ran. There's still money to be made. There's people need to be paid. It sucks, but the other countries that have stopped it from getting worse are the ones that imposed it really hard. I don't know if that gets, even people said, you gotta just next 2 weeks. Next thing you know, people are just gonna be anywhere just partying. Like Ohio just shut down bars because I guess people went to bars, celebrated St. Patty's Day or something like that. So I mean, they can recommend as much as they can, but it's just a matter of like, are people gonna listen or are they gonna do their part? That's the hardest part.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
that's a bad thing. they just go buy more toilet paper.
Yeah, that's true too. Well, technically, we're not really listening by sourcing all the time.
True, but we're exempted.
Just
wear your mask and some gloves, and you'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but if it's really, I mean, if they really say it, I'm cool. I'll chill here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think you know what? It's better just do it now than later. Like, cut it. Let's start again in April.
Right.
And let's see where we go from there. But I think they should. I think we'll be fine. Well, maybe not everybody will be fine, but I think sourcing wise, for most people, I think we'll be cool. Like,
yeah, I told my mom, this is the natural selection, Mom. It's just survival of the fittest. The weak just die. I mean, it's nature, like it's either you're the predator or the prey. So it's either you have good inventory or dookie inventory. The dookie inventory undercutter sellers are gonna die. Not literally, but their business is gonna die. So yeah, come at me.
Come at me.
Undercut me more.
Some people call this, what do they call it? Like the boomer bash or something. Like they're trying to eliminate all the boomers since they're older. Now this is like, of course, this virus targeting older people, and
Well, hey, you know what? I was thinking about that. Like, remember that movie, The Happening, where the grass was like creating something and people were killing themselves.
Some gas or something like that,
The
right?
M Night Shyamalan, whatever. But I just thought it was real interesting how like young people weren't affected by it. It was mostly like they said there's like no cases of like people from like to 18 years old or whatever. So what if like the earth came up with this disease just to wipe out all the old people and just let the young ones? Young people are more like green, save the earth and stuff because like old people control all the wealth in the world, and they don't let that kind of stuff happen. So I just thought that was interesting, like if that was the case.
they're out here writing checks, holding up lines, still wasting paper. We see them.
Well, they make all. I mean, yeah, they make all the decisions though, right? I mean, look at the people who are running for president. Everyone's like over 75.
Yeah, which is true. And Trump barely got tested, but
Yeah, it's fake testing.
another the CVS guy just gave him like a little elbow bump. Like CVS
Hey,
guy didn't even trust him.
hey, wasn't it crazy though? Like almost everybody who met with Trump ended up having freaking coronavirus. I was thinking, like, what if coronavirus was like this plot to take Trump out, and everyone that was going to meet with him, they infected it with coronavirus, and then because it seemed like everyone he met, like a couple of days later, came down, got tested positive for coronavirus.
Yeah, that was a little iffy.
Dude, even the Prime Minister of Canada got coronavirus, him and his wife. Isn't that crazy?
Were they meeting with Trump too?
I don't know how they got it, but like high people are getting infected too, Tom Hanks had it, got it, like
Well, if you're a
crazy.
celebrity, you're pretty much set. I mean, you'll be taken care of.
Yeah.
But think about that though. Like that'll be like the difference between if people are calm or if they freak out. Because if like Tom Hanks died and Tom Hanks has all the money in the world and they couldn't save him, like
Right.
people would freak the hell out. Like Tom Hanks
Mm.
is the face. Because as soon as Tom Hanks gets better, he's like he could just be like, "Hey guys, it wasn't that big of a deal, whatever." But if he died, man, it would be
Right.
a mess. You don't think you can find toilet paper now? Imagine if Tom Hanks is gone, bro.
Oh,
It's over.
dude.
You ain't gonna have nothing in the stores, man. People gonna
Diapers.
riot.
What do you think is gonna be next after toilet paper? I mean, besides the cleaning alcohol and like all the cleaning stuff, like toilet paper doesn't.
Water, right? The bottled water, obviously, and then
That's crazy, right? Because like why?
the ramen noodles, the ramen noodles. Like
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they said the sodium will just kill the virus.
Well, here's the thing, though, is that it took Tom Hanks and the NBA for us to really take it seriously, like US. Like
Exactly.
NBA shut down, I better get some toilet paper right now. Like, dude, no games? Tom Hanks,
toilet paper.
Dude,
Tom Hanks, toilet paper.
So, I mean, yeah, if a celebrity died for sure, I can tell you it'd be complete mayhem, more than it already is. Because right now it's already mayhem. But
yeah, that's right. Like a high person that has access to things. If something bad happens, I think dude, that'll be the time where, man, that's sad.
So what would you do? I mean, they had it on the debate saying how like so many Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and they can't shut down for 2 weeks. They don't know what to do.
Right.
So what would President Jake and President B do?
What do you
save
think?
the American people?
I already said my my answer. It's just natural selection. No. All seriousness, I think the bigger picture is in any hard times or anything like that, there's going to be lesson learned. So I mean, I'm learning from this situation too, that um you have to be able to sustain for a longer period of time, whether it be savings or things like that. Do you have any other plans on when worst case scenario like this happen? And I think lesson for us, for the government, for everything, um for me it's like, man, like worst case scenario is like, I want to be with my family and my family is not close, like how can I get there? So that's gonna be the hard part. So I think we just it's a realization that w- we have to put things into perspective on things that truly matter. I was telling Glenn, like, man, like a lot of the people are panicking and scared right now because you know what, like they're doing something that they're not passionate about. They're doing something that they don't love every day. And if I'm gonna die within the next week or two, man, I can say it's like, man, I tried pursuing something I love. I tried, reselling. I tried something, but regret's gonna set in if things gonna go bad. Like, man, I haven't really lived my life. So I think that's the biggest lesson to be learned. This thing.
Which I agree. I mean, like you said, finding things that are more important, which would be like your family and health, which I mean, they were predicting that this was going to happen too, that at some point, because we had it good for a long time. We look at the economy, like kind of like increasing, people buying $300 Jordans, people spending who knows how much on Off-White, Travis Scott's, all this stuff. But it does get to a point to where it's like, if something does happen, then where do you go? How much money you have saved? Did you use it correctly? Are you reinvesting in things? Or you're buying dumb stuff? Now you're out of money. And then same thing for having like a full-time job. Like nothing's promised. Like if they shut down schools for the rest of the year, how are schools going to figure that out as far as like who they're going to pay? What are they going to do? Obviously nurses, doctors, they're going to be working nonstop. So they're not going to be worried about that. But what about everybody else?
Well, I mean, you just got to be real about it, right? Like, think about how many people are employed by like the service industry, right? Like
Hmm.
when you go out, like almost everybody you interact with on a daily, like you go to Ross, you go to
Right.
McDonald's, you go, all those people are hourly, man. You're not your day to day life. You're not going to office buildings with salaried employees and stuff. You're dealing with service workers. So, I mean, it's a tough thing because not only can the companies not pay them because they're not getting any business right now, the kids being out of school, right? So now, like, they got little kids, they just can't leave them at home. So, I mean, I think that something does need to be figured out in a sense where if people don't have money, because hourly workers are not going to get paid unless the big companies come out of money, right? Unless
Hmm.
McDonald's is willing to come out money, and Nike is, right? But
Mm-hmm.
all these other companies, they might not be willing to do that.
Right.
So maybe maybe some kind of food, some kind of free, because like being real, like what, like peanut butter, milk, like all that stuff is like super dense in calories.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean? Like giving out certain things possibly to people who can't afford food, and then possibly some kind of tax breaks for people who rent property. Like
Right.
if people aren't paying their rent
Right. Right.
uh, during a certain time frame, maybe the government gives some kind of tax breaks to those, like the people
I'm,
who actually rent the homes. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean? Who are losing money.
Italy did that, Jake.
Did
Everything
that?
got put on hold. Mortgage, all the payment got put on hold. So when they did that lockdown, so that's what their government did. So that's a good thing. I mean, you're 100% right. I mean, bills still come. I know my energy bill came in, and then they sent out an email like they're not gonna do any payment fees if ever you can't pay on a bill cycle. And I think that's the right thing to do for all these companies, that especially in the essentials, right? Electricity, water, or your house, for rent and everything. I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, I mean, in times like this, we see different kind of like heroes, kind of like rise up. I mean, you got Zion Williams, like taking care of few members on their staff. I mean, they are the whole organizational staff. I think that's what he did. Stephen Curry doing 1 million meals or something like that. JJ Watt's doing it too. So I think, I mean, I really, I believe we have enough people that can actually help financially. It's just a matter of, are they willing? The top 10% of America could feed the whole America easily.
Maximo finds $30 on the super chat.
Oh man, this is
Man,
a
I'm gonna go buy toilet paper.
Korean barbecue right here.
Glenn's
That's what I'm
buying
waiting
dinner.
for.
That's what's happening.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Hey Glenn, I'm gonna call you out when I see you for that.
Oh man, thanks for the vid. Still hustling. Everything is gonna be okay. Shout out to the Hacks B, Jake, eBay Joey, and Stevie D. $30 from Maximo Finds. Man, appreciate that big time in the super chat. And
hey, I'm guessing Maximo was one of the high capital.
yeah, Maximo. Yeah, Maximo's one of the high capital. District deals. Days of $2,000 Travis Scotts are going to be limited. You agree?
Bro, honestly, Travis Scott went down. I've been monitoring my Travis Scott highs. They were at 1,500. Now, like, the highest offer is like 1,200.
You got to think about, like, a lot of people that do have a lot of money that are paying $2,000 for shoes. A lot of times have a lot of wealth tied up in stock market and stuff like that,
Right.
And they lost 30% of their money the
In a
last week.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it came back.
Right.
It went from like 30,000 to 21,000 within the week.
Mhm.
Like, that's crazy.
Dapper Fanatic, you think the Jordan High 85 from the All-Star break is going to go below 500?
Oh, that's a good. I mean, on the least popular sizes, size 11.
My size. Yeah, I could see them going below too. I honestly think that every, I guess, high-end type of shoe like that right now, I would really look into it and probably just monitor it closely.
Especially
I don't
the
think you should
resale.
rush into it and get rid of them, but just monitor it, like see what's going to go on. Like how many more people are adding asks at the moment? Are they
Right.
adding on there? Are they selling? Or do you see low inventory? You can kind of control that market down the road. But yeah, you definitely got to monitor the high-end stuff going forward. Hustle and Muscle stores are scarce here in Cali. Everyone panicking. So update everybody in Cali in the chat. How are the stores? How are people? And I haven't been on World Star in a while, so I don't know how people are fighting or anything.
Hey, Eric G in the chat brought up the gouging on the hand sanitizer.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys see that article about that dude Matt Colvin?
Yeah, I did.
With the 18,000 bottles of hand sanitizer in his garage, and they asked the dude in the interview, like, "Do you feel bad about it?" And he just stared at the hand sanitizer for like 10 seconds, and then turned back and was like, "No." Like I don't understand. Like, why would he even do that interview? Like,
Right.
what are you gaining from that? You just people are just gonna come either to rob you for your hand sanitizer,
Right.
or just kill you because they hate you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's zero benefit
No.
out of that. That interview, period.
I really think that, especially within the reselling community, I think this is a time to
You're the guy with the gun.
Whoa. Sorry. I was ringing an ad.
to share the access of things. Like if I found a box of sanitizers and if I only need a few, I mean, I'm for sure gonna share it to you guys. That's the biggest thing. But really to just go out and just resell them for so much more, especially in a crisis like this.
Yeah.
I mean, we've dealt with this with the Kobe issue. That was more of like I think it's just extra money, right? Like people just had extra money to spend on, a person that they look up to. I mean, yes, there was moral codes or moral ethics were like questioned there, but now when it comes to like sickness like this or just a epidemic or a crisis that we're going worldwide, not just a country. I think that one really is like, I was glad that eBay was banning people, Amazon was banning people. I mean, that's what you get for getting greedy. I mean, that sucked. Like that was very sad news because just it goes to show what kind of person you are. Your true character of a person get tested in times like this. Are you going to be the person that helps or that takes advantage of certain things like this?
Because we're all advocates of pricing high, but we're talking about luxury shoes here.
Right. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not talking about like essentials that
Stuff you
people
need.
need. Now people can say, well, you don't need hand sanitizer, you can wash your hands, but I mean, let's be real. I mean, hand sanitizer is definitely going to help stop the spread because if you use it, like I had some hand sanitizers in my car, thank God that I had left. And every time I got out of a store, I
Yeah.
do my hands, and it's like it definitely helps stop the spread of germs. So that is definitely like a necessity. And for somebody to go buy up every store's worth, and then sell bottles for like $70 or $50. Like I get it. Like if you came across a box of hand sanitizer right now and you were selling them for like 5, 6, 7 bucks, maybe $10 each, that's a service at that point because people need those, right? Like I don't think it's a big deal to pay $10 for a what I mean, like a little 16 ounce or whatever. But you charging 70 and all that, it's no longer a service because he try to be like, well, I'm taking it from one part of the country where people don't need them and sending them somewhere else. But
Right.
that's
That's
not
true.
true. You know what I mean? Because you're price gouging the shit out of those people. Versus if you were providing a service, it'd be at a reasonable cost.
Right.
Yeah, the wife had some those like Bath and Body Works hand sanitizers, and I was like, dude, this is the only things we have left. I was like, this is like 10% alcohol, 90% glitter. I'm like, dude, I'm like, what the hell? I'm going there trying to use it, and like, this isn't even
They,
helping.
they said, what's the alcohol that has really high proof? Everclear. They said you'd be better off using that one.
Oh man, this one says, what did they say? Let me go back to the chat and see. Someone had some pretty good in here. Hoarding sanitizer is disgraceful. And yeah, I think they were gonna look at him for price gouging and see what kind of charges he could be facing. Because
Somebody said he donated it.
yeah, I think they said that I guess to donate to one of the churches or something. But
Yeah,
they said they
yeah.
were still gonna look into charging
Because
him.
he can't sell it now. Because
Yeah,
eBay won't. You can't sell it on eBay, and you
Yeah,
can't
he's
sell
banned.
it on
Yeah.
Amazon.
yeah. So that was price gouging like Travis Scott's for 1,400.
Yeah, that's Jake.
That's different. Like
That's
if
yeah.
somebody's
That's
willing to pay 1,400, I'll
yeah.
price it for 1,500. Because if you pay 1,400, then you'll pay 1,500. So
Yeah, that's luxury. I mean, if you think about it, realistically, everybody should have access to hand sanitizer and toilet paper. The fact that we can't access them right now is beyond like crazy.
and,
Um,
and for real, just to show like how much of a luxury Travis Scott is. I mean, I don't have any pairs.
yeah,
I mean, they've come through my possession and I've sold them because I'm
right.
not putting a $1,200 shoe on my foot ever.
No,
I don't know about you guys. I don't think you have them either.
only
No,
him.
I sold
Yeah.
mine.
What I'm saying is like, could you even put a $1,200 shoe on your foot and be
No,
okay with it?
no,
No,
No, me neither.
we're not there
be
yet.
okay with it.
No, I'm not.
Maybe when we were millionaires.
Gonna go about this want versus need, which
100%.
yes, is very, very true. What do you feel about Supreme sellers right now? Like if you had a bunch of Supreme box logo, hoodies, shirts, are you trying to cash out now or would you stay patient and see where you're at 4 6 months from now?
I think the market of like any high end stuff have gone down just because the supply has come out. People that are panicking that don't have liquid cash or asset are getting rid of them now. So I think this is the time for a lot more people that are dumping them. So hence there's more supply. So the price is not gonna be as low, but it could go up when all things settle down, because next thing the production of the next Supreme is going to get delayed or whatever logistic problem. I think if you have a rare piece, I think hold on to it.
Jake?
Well, I mean, can you imagine whenever the announcement comes that there's a vaccine for it?
Right.
I mean, think about that. I mean, the stock market's probably going to shoot up like 6,000 points. I mean, but for real, like right now, everyone because no one knows what's going to happen.
It's the uncertainty
It's
that
uncertainty, right? So as soon as they say we have a vaccine, even though it takes like 8 months for a vaccine to get to
yeah.
market, we're going to know that in 8 months we'll be fine. So as soon as we know the date, we're going to be fine, and everything is just going to, because the economy is still good, right?
Right.
Like there's nothing else that's really happening right now. So once this is out the way, get ready. I mean, because I feel like everything's just going to shoot back up.
Extra $4.99 on the super chat. My sales are up during the crisis. I think they are scared of shopping in store, so they come online to buy. Which we do. That's what we're hoping for. They will come by and with us, with some of the resellers. And I think clothing. I've been selling more clothing lately, so maybe they're going for that rather than shoes. We'll see. Mercurial Venom $1 on the super chat and asks, you guys think Ross, Marshalls, Burlington will restock as normal or less frequently in anticipation that there's going to be less people out on the streets?
I think the supply is going to be less, just because of just like Jake said, of the service industry. There's going to be less people. I think that's going to be working. I spoke with a friend that he works at an airport here in Kentucky, which is ran by DHL. So it's logistic. They deal with product getting air freight. He said out of his team of 25, only 3 showed up after the news broke out, because the rest was scared and was panicking, so that meant shipment got delayed. They were understaffed. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen on any other services, especially with logistics. So how's the trucking goes, how's the sorting facilities going to happen, especially where their warehouse is located. Is there a big outbreak that's happening there? If there's a big outbreak, more likely they're going to be shut down for a few weeks. Operations are going to slow down because some factories have to disinfect every X amount of hours, so that means less production. So I think definitely the next 2 weeks is going to be a slowdown of everything.
Jake?
I mean, I agree. It couldn't have been said any better by Kenneth.
Like, well, yeah, whatever is B saying, that's exactly what I think.
It's so proper and intelligent when B says
it. Is true.
Man, I've been reading. That's why I haven't been here.
Yeah.
I've been reading.
Oh man, I think what did they say? Costco near me only letting 1 people get 1 pack of toilet paper, 1 pack of toilet paper per membership. That's what we had at ours. It was like only 1 pack. Nothing was there though. It was like,
yeah, they did that after everybody bought everything.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Dude, I think that should have been set in place ASAP. Like, why would you let 1 person buy a truckload of toilet paper? Like 3 pallets of toilet paper. Even Nike limits us to 10. Come on now. I'm getting fired up here. I really don't have toilet paper.
Let this boy loose. Let me see. I think your 89 Romeo says a company in Israel has a vaccine coming out within the next month. Someone about to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to make that big money.
But I know they got to test it. They got to test it like on animals.
Yeah, they're testing it on mice.
Human trial. Yeah. So it takes a while before they can say it's actually safe. That's what we're waiting on.
Baker Brand, I agree. Wash those hands and hit the like button. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Then hit that like button. Let's see where we're at. Over 250 people watching. Yeah. So yes, help us out a little bit and hit that like button.
Everybody hit up Chick-fil-A tomorrow and grab them Purell wipes.
I'm sure those are on a limit too. You probably only get 1.
1 per order.
Probably.
I mean, there has to be a limit, man. Like the limit will set everything in place.
Yeah, and doing bathroom reviews. Jake, that's still gonna go on?
No, I'm staying out of bathrooms for the near future.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to jack the toilet paper from there if it comes down to it.
You know what? Yeah, I have no problem doing that. So I might have to. That's a good idea, actually.
I mean, worst case scenario, 100%, man. That big roll is gonna go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The problem is not food supply shortages. Problem is the products, getting the products to the stores. Not enough drivers. And at the warehouse, getting the goods out.
Oh, true. Correct. That's true.
So I think someone's saying more about like the demand. I mean, it was always like supply and demand, right? We always talk about that when it comes to the shoes, but now we're at the opposite. Yeah, demand's high.
Toilet paper is rare. They're like silver boxes at the Nike outlet right now.
Yeah. Hustler Hacks are still going to be sourcing. Yes. So still doing sourcing videos. I went, Ross was dead the last 2 days. Middle of the day, I was surprised. I didn't see anybody.
Stuff?
What's up?
Did you find stuff to buy?
No, I actually didn't get anything good.
Oh,
I do have a video though, come out tomorrow. But still, the last couple of days though, it was like really weird seeing Ross so dry, like no one around at all. So, and
hey,
we only
good,
have 2 cases in El Paso so far.
good
Only 2.
idea. You should have a hand sanitizer review. That'd be
There's none to review. It's all gone.
so to get the most views, you gotta review it with the actual virus.
Um,
See how it affects the virus, different hand sanitizer?
Yeah. Like I mean, in your hands, you know,
like
like you gotta like
I like
touch it and then do virus
Yeah.
and then get tested. Like, oh, that works. Do the next one. Oh crap, it didn't work. Bye, guys. I love you all.
See you later.
Still kicking at sports. That's a good thing too. So what about USPS? And is about to slow down. When I went to the post office Friday and Saturday, same thing. It was dead. I didn't see anybody shipping anything out, anybody in line. But I think the same thing's gonna happen. USPS and UPS are both gonna be pretty dry for a bit. What do you think? No?
I mean, I don't know. You got to think about it. The USPS is pretty tied to the government. So if the government goes to a point where they start shutting down their offices in precaution, I mean, the post office might go with it. Who knows?
Yeah. So I mean, it could happen. I do think it will be a little bit slower than usual. Someone said look at FedEx and UPS stocks. So we can take a look at that. Any cases of the virus in El Paso? We have 2 so far in El Paso. They said both men in their 40s and apparently traveled to California, and then they brought it back to the great city of El Paso, and now they are I think one's hospitalized actually. So I hope I get my orders. Imagine being UPS worker, too much contact with houses and objects. Still selling on eBay left and right, nothing related to survival. Which I agree too. I think clothing sales have been pretty good. What have you been selling lately?
Me?
Yeah.
I sell mostly shoes. So shoes, I think some electronics or something like that. But I haven't been selling any clothes though.
So you buy stock
You know
Imperial
what?
and Germix.
You know what? I did sell like this French baller shirt that I had for like a year. Finally sold.
That's random.
I did sell it for like $100-something. So yeah.
Look at this guy.
Ballin'.
Man, let's see. UPS worker had N95 masks. I didn't see anybody wearing masks. I think Nike employees had gloves today. I did see some Ross workers with gloves during the week, but nobody in masks. Yeah.
Burlington people had gloves too.
Oh, they had gloves. No one in masks.
No mask.
Oh, okay. B, anybody in masks?
No, just gloves. Few people in gloves. But I was seeing like 2 or 3 of our outlets had like one designated like sanitizer person. Like he was just what all his job was like to spray stuff and just go around and wipe stuff. So that was good. That's reassuring.
Let's see. B, or what did it say? Did B wash his hands?
Nope.
No, no. Trump lied about Google website. It's not happening. Yeah, I don't know about that either. I did see that press conference, and it was pretty much just kind of stroking his own ego. I really didn't see any like important info that came out of it. But let's see. Miles, what's up? Just came here a little bit late. How's everybody? Had gloves on my Ross. Seen a total of 3 people with masks on today in stores. Nike and Adidas cashiers had gloves. Let's see, more people at Ross wearing gloves. Trump lied? Question mark.
They probably would wear masks if they could get any. They probably just can't get their hands on any.
That's true.
Very true. Let's see. I'm gonna wear my Adidas Predator soccer goalie gloves I have listed. Those could help. I have some Dolphins wide receiver gloves. Let me try that out.
Yeah, I have some double XL gloves.
I try that out for the videos. You know what? That's what I gotta do for the videos. Gloves from here on out. But I can't like check comps though. Like I need like a little.
Yeah, you gotta get the one that are touchscreen.
Yeah, I need to get those.
Or the little mittens where you take the little top off the finger so you can go ahead.
This guy. My boy Ecom Moose $4.99. Be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. Warren Buffett. Time to stock up on underpriced good inventory. Now Moose he's one of the high capitals on here.
Oh yeah.
He was one of the high capital categories. So
Moose will be fine.
yeah, Moose will definitely be fine. That's one that we talked about that.
I mean, if anything goes bad, man, it's not far. I'll just go to Moose. Right up to where Moose is at.
Let's see. Plato's Closet misses the mafioso. Willie will have a few catcher's masks if you're interested. Imagine just walking into Rosal's catcher's masks. Set Hill, what's up? Garrett, what's up?
Man,
all right, I think we're winding down. Any Q&A, anything you want to throw out there before we go? We're well over an hour, but anything you want to ask? Any last Q&A?
Hey, Garrett said he loves you, Glenn. Just want to point that out.
Okay, what's up, Garrett? I love you, and Jake loves you. Let's see. Video game industry will skyrocket. Look, video games and cam girls right now for time
fans
making sick money.
Hey Glenn, what's your account OnlyFans?
What's my OnlyFans? I'm still getting that together.
It's for sale.
That's when times are tough. Let's see. Are people going to stop buying from people in California and Washington State? That's a good question. Would you buy anything from Washington and California right now?
It doesn't matter really. It's not like when I buy, I don't check where it's going from.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, as long as it's a good ass deal, then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. What was the other question on here? Any questions? Throw them in here. Before we go, if you find a rare pair of shoes above size 15, do you pick them up? You have to check the comps. If it's a rare pair.
Depends what it is, yeah.
Yeah, depends what it is. That's can you guys do this live every Sunday with the B and Jake?
I mean, when the lockdown's going on, we're gonna be more live more often.
Hey, with the lockdown going on, we might as well do this every day of the week. Hey, Glenn, 23 and a half hour streams. We just take a half-hour break.
Oh man.
No breaks. We just
no break. 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are wild.
Do that, Glenn. If something really bad announces, like if things are just shut down, if all stores are shut down, close, 24-hour stream coming right up. What are we gonna do?
Oh man, you guys think I'm like that chill hop music, just playing live all day?
I have that all day, bro. Imagine that. Imagine we're gonna provide some live entertainment and some education to people. You know,
we fall asleep at some point.
We'll bring Carlos in.
We'll bring Carlos in. Just people keep coming in and out.
Yeah, he can do the love advice.
Hustled plan still in the works? Postponed because of Corona? ?
Definitely postponed. I mean, if NBA is shutting down,
I mean, Gobert can't even go out there and dunk.
Yeah, who are we?
Well, we were supposed to go in June or July was our original idea, so we still got some time.
Yeah, we got time, but really the work before that, looking for events and everything like that, with all these things happening, it's just not smart to book a spot and things like that. Next thing you know, we gotta look for some refunds of some venue and stuff like that. But you want to do it, who knows? It might be online.
I'll say, look, there's the dog. There's the guest. There's a special guest right there. When it was going to show up, there he is. Smooth selling, $5. Plan on buying more on the super chat. So thanks for that, $5. And I do think, so if I can't vlog and go in stores, let's say stores are shut down, then yeah, we might have to do everyday lives. And like, here's day one, guys. 24 hours is rough.
Come on now.
It's like day one, guys. Talked to my wife today, getting to know her.
Now I'm our favorite color.
Yeah, I saw that one. Oh man. Let's see, what does this one say? What's the other one?
Private Snapchat, that could be possible.
What do you guys think about the Fed lowering interest rates to 0%? I saw that it was the first time since 2008.
Dude, as soon as I saw that, I was like, where can I get them?
Where can you get what? 0%?
Yeah.
You can't get 0%. That's like what they lend the banks. You're gonna have some percentage, like 3% probably.
I'll take that.
I'll take that. Let me go back. What was the other question we had? I live in Utah. This is the only time jazz get media attention.
Bad.
Let's see. Miles said, "Can we get keep at it? That's good.
Keep at it. That's good.
Yeah, you can. You can get there. You go. That's just for Miles.
Keep at it. That's good.
Let's see. Do a push-up contest. We'll have to figure something out for a 24-hour run.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be epic.
Is Ross closing? Not that I know of yet. They haven't announced anything. Ross is still 100% running, and if they do, then we'll keep you posted, and we'll see less. We'll see less vlogs out there. Let's see. What's another question? How do you deal with lowballers?
You wait till
You buy their inventory.
You wait till coronavirus happens, and wait till they'll disappear.
What's up? Nanan says 11 El Paso 2. What's up? Doug the Pug says, can he get the $10 profits?
Making $10 profits.
Yeah, there we go. We got that one. And we have the $12 profit.
What am I supposed to do with $12 profit? I got kids.
Yeah, we got that one too.
That one is so true, man. Like, what are you supposed to do with $12, man?
Let me see. Do a shoe collection video. That I could do inside the house. I don't have to go anywhere. How do you do with low ballers? Blocked.
Shoe collection, like 3 of the shoes that Glenn wears.
Yeah, the same 3 on
black
rotation.
cement threes. That's about it.
Black cement.
Black cement threes, and don't forget the Mario Vans.
There you go.
Mario Vans.
Presto.
Yeah.
Hey, Glenn, you should do the backpack collection though.
Oh,
with the little leopard backpack.
Oh yeah, we can do that one. $4.99 Ecom Moose. I got kids. Don't forget to smash that like. All right. Any other questions before we go? Can we get a YouTube out hustled workshop? B's like, what the hell?
What is that?
I will attend it.
I will attend it.
Yeah, I want to learn YouTube.
Jake is sad about Grant Hills.
Dude,
I'm
seriously?
very sensitive.
Hey, no, but for real, if anyone finds those red ones in 11.5, like DM me, I'll pay you the $40.
Oh,
$40
Plus shipping and tax.
oh, yeah.
What about $80 for their troubles?
Well, I feel like I'm eventually gonna find one. So, but I think the red ones are real nice with the.
I think I haven't seen much of the red ones.
I've only seen a couple, yeah, and they've been small sizes.
Glenn, do you still have the Travis Scott ones? No, I actually sold them. I think I sold them during Christmas time.
Yeah, you sold them when they were like 50% off fees.
Oh yeah. Can I get a Stevie D See Ya Baby?
See you, baby.
OnlyFans coming soon? Question mark.
Probably.
If times are tough, I said we'll have to figure that out. But right now we're okay. Know what to flip it with or without hair. I've never seen them without hair.
No, he's talking about those feelers I found. They were all covered in hair.
Oh, that's right. You had to have the pubes inside. I saw that one in the video.
Listen, if it's my size, man, and you give me for 40, I'll just clean it. I'll clean them out.
Okay, so he's not picky.
No, I'm not picky. I can do it.
Okay.
Why
I got plenty of those in DFW from O James.
I'm size
What
11
size,
and a half. 11 and a half.
Oh, 11.
Size
That
Jake.
rare size. 11 and a half or 12 and a half for Jake.
11 and a half.
Can I get a B laugh? Let me see. What else is the other one in here? There's another question in here. I didn't see it on here. Glenn the Gamer. I haven't played video games in a long time.
I might buy a PS4 and start like gaming.
Okay, little
We play like NBA online, right? NBA Live. We can play against each other.
I don't even. You can play 2K. Oh, 2K. I saw people betting on simulations, putting money on Sims, which is pretty hilarious. This is what you're down to.
To do that, we need to stream us playing. You know, like some 3-on-3 like game online or something. That'd be cool. I mean, it's been a while since I played something online.
Esports going to be thriving, which I agree.
100%. Like those Twitch streamers, like Fortnite, all that crap. Man, I'm jealous with my cousins. They're into that thing.
Be the newest Twitch streamer. How's it get down to? Vlog a jersey collection. Could definitely do that. What's Plato Mafioso's favorite shoe?
My favorite is really Jordan 7. I love Jordan 7s.
7?
Yeah, I love the 7. I love the Bordeaux. I mean, I like ones because they go with everything. Because the 7 is not that good, like with jeans and stuff. But 7 ultimately is like my favorite.
Jake, do you play PS4 or Xbox?
No, but I got a PS4, so if we're quarantined, I mean, I can start playing.
Let's see, what's better, Ross or Marshalls? Well, Marshalls right now is behind Ross. Ross is always 5 stars right now. Is B better at actual basketball or video game?
It depends on how heavy I am.
Let's see what kind of weight he comes in.
Hey, and B's got heart though, man. He's got heart on the court, man. He doesn't go down easy. So
I'm not. I'm a hound dog, man.
He can out heart too. So
yeah, look at the highlights of that Vegas game.
Mm-hmm.
See all that moves. After that, I could hardly walk.
Yeah, I gotta see those highlights. Let's see, Glenn. Do you have any of the PlayStation backpacks? No, I don't. They have a Kobe backpack.
Only PlayStation Vans.
And a leopard backpack. Let's see. Can you tell Jake Fernando Lopez said what's up?
Fernando Lopez, what's going on, man?
What's up, Fernando? So on that one, Jake, how long have you been eBaying?
Oh man, mid 2000s.
Mid thousands. It's like 2000.
Mid thousands.
Like what year? Is that what we're asking?
1800s.
17th century. You're like
since 1856.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, he was there when Griff was hired.
Out hustled Philly basketball game.
Possible.
Hey Jake, you're going to Philly if we did out hustled?
Yeah, I'll come.
Yeah, okay. Jake never missed one. He's always there.
Hey, but I want to go to Vegas though whenever they open back up.
Okay, Vegas out hustled Vegas basketball game.
Yeah, that court was fine. That court was nice.
Jake, old AF from Econ Moose. How old are you, Jake?
Never.
Do you ever tell anybody your age?
15, just with the face, right?
Listen, as far as you guys are concerned, I'm 22.
Oh, we know that's not true.
Same age.
Same age.
Yeah, we're the same age. All three of us.
Let me see. What's your biggest find? So that one could just be a random question. I mean,
biggest find.
Let's see. Did you get any dunks this weekend? Dunk lows.
L.
Yeah, nothing but L's. And nothing from Jake.
Nope.
What's everybody's 90-day total on eBay?
Jake, subscribe for OnlyFans.
That's for OnlyFans content only?
That's for Glenn's Patreon.
My page. When is eBay going to switch over to payments? They told us sometime this year, which could mean anything at this point. So I really don't think that's they're not in a rush. eBay doesn't want to change anything. They're so comfortable right now that I don't think they really even care.
I don't even know my 90-day.
Yeah, get that app open. Let me see. How about a bowling tournament?
What, on a Wii or something?
For the out hustled meetup. When Jake and the B are wearing low gold toes, Glenn wearing high tops.
Yeah, when you got jeans on, it don't matter.
Let's see. What is your biggest?
Man, Jordan 1 lows, man. That's a good shoe.
They're clean. I like them.
Don't sleep on those.
I daily mine.
And I called it. I mean, if you guys look at the prices of the OG colorways of the lows, they are all super high.
I sold my bread lows, like worn, for $250.
Yep.
Like crazy. Like, and then I tried to buy one, and then now I can't find any.
For sure, because it's hard to get that size 5.5 though.
No.
5.5 why?
No, 5 just regular, 5.5.
Oh, okay. Just
Yeah, 5.5.
what's your biggest find from Goodwill, Jake?
I actually have a video on it. It's like this health monitoring device. That like, it's perfect for the Corona season. It's that it's like a thing that tests the bacteria levels on stuff, and you put it inside. It's like for restaurant. Those people who check restaurants and give them like health safety checks.
Oh yeah.
I paid 30 for that. I sold it for like $9.50 or something like that.
Look at this guy, $9.50. Man, I'm messing around.
Ballin'.
And let's see, what is the other question? We had another question here. When is eBay going to do instant payment on offers? Now you're just pushing it.
Yeah.
Because first they're trying to figure out how they can get out of PayPal.
Coronavirus is gonna get solved before that ever happens. So we'll
Yeah, for them to take instant payment on offers, that's something we've been asking for the longest time. Now, when us three went to eBay Open last year, remember they brought us in, give whatever, we were thinking about, how we could help. And Jake was like the first one, like, dude, we got to stop with people doing the whole switcheroo on shoes. They said they were going to work on it. We haven't seen anything yet. And I don't think eBay really even cares at this point.
You know what? I think part of their no fees is kind of like, well, we don't charge you fees anymore, so shut up and keep selling.
I'll take it. I mean,
Because think about it now.
I'm-
Like you sell a $250 shoe, that's $25. I mean, you sell 4, that's 100. You know what I mean? So it adds up. Like
now it's like yeah, you could chuck it to like cost of business. I mean, if you're a high high volume seller or high margin seller, you could be saving thousands of dollars on fees.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, so, but me personally, like rule of thumb, like usually if I'm selling a shoe for over 300, I put it on GOAT. I won't do eBay. But because I sell a lot of used shoes too, right? So I'll put them on GOAT and pay the fee versus, because I'm still kind of a little iffy on eBay, but anything like under 300 is, you know, and it's a good feeling though. Like if the buyer takes an offer, like if you're selling it for 300, right, and you send an offer for 280, and they took the offer for 280, I feel a lot more comfortable with that, because if they were going to scam you, they would have just bought that for 300 and scammed you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
every time people take offers, it just makes me a lot more comfortable as well.
That's good point. Good point.
Because they're being cheaper, right? So if they're going to scam you, they don't care what the price is.
That's the experience right there.
And they were talking about that fake jersey you got. When Jake got a fake jersey returned from eBay, was that was it Joe Montana one from Ross?
Yeah, and it wasn't fake. It was just defective. It was just like a, what do you call it? It was like an error. The NFL logo was just sideways. But eBay gave me my money back at the conference.
Right there,
Oh, yeah.
right there, man.
Yeah, because they saw you in person. They got a little intimidated.
No. They saw that I was with Glenn and Ken, and
they're like, man, this guy's been selling since the 70s. We gotta take care of this seller.
He was selling on eBay before eBay existed. Like, how did he do that?
$2 from Dub9 Eli on the super chat. Remember to never be a Coach Jamie. Yeah. Oh man, Coach Jamie. And what an ass too, Coach Jamie.
Let me tell you, if I had like enough, if enough people knew about that, I'd make a T-shirt that said "Don't be a Coach Jamie." I don't think enough people know about it yet, so I can't do it.
Oh, they will. They can and they will.
All right.
3 of you guys should create an LLC together and start buying from Nike direct. Hustle me. And get that capital up. Where's Moose?
Yeah. Let's make it 4. Moose.
Glenn should dye his hair blue for the channel.
Not a bad idea. Now he's got more time.
Not all resellers have hair. Have you seen all the other YouTubers? Not all of them have hair. I can definitely do something with the hair. Let's see. What do you think about? What do you three think about customizing sneakers, airbrushing, adding crystals, etc.?
I'm not a fan of that. I'm more of I like restoring it. I've definitely restored a few older sneakers. I have the whole airbrush. setup. But now that you've reminded me of that, I might buy some old sneakers and restore them during this lockdown.
This lockdown. Look at the NBA lockdown.
Yeah.
I'm not a big
Glenn,
fan of like custom.
well, you didn't really talk about it, Glenn. But when we were kind of like in Vegas and Glenn was talking to me, he said he really liked sparkles on his shoes. He doesn't really talk about it a lot, though.
Yeah, I don't really talk about it though on the channel. Should probably talk more about the sparkling. Oh man, let me see. What's the other questions in here? I got some other ones that I totally forgot. Let's see. Jake has that State Farm insurance money. Jake, bro, any tips on find good shoes? Whatever to the
consistency. You gotta
and consistency.
You gotta stay persistent. Yeah, for sure.
Did you ever sell the Celtics Santa jersey you got for $1? Yes, I did. And Final Hammer 3,400.
Glenn got paid.
Damn. Hey, Glenn, you got to tell me where you sold that because I got to sell my jersey.
Oh yeah. I went to Gray Flannel Auctions, which I don't know. They did. I mean, it did well, but I don't know. I felt like the whole process of getting it there was like kind of iffy. Like I didn't know when they were gonna put it on auction. Next thing you know, it was like a couple of days left. I was like, what the hell? So
is it online? It's an online auction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. Where are we? $4.99. Nike, count me in. Ecom Moose, he's ready.
There you go.
Hey Moose, you do all the capital. We'll do the advertising.
I'll do the shipping. I'll unbox them.
Let me see. What's the other one?
We'll use Jake's discount, senior citizen.
Oh yeah, that's 10%. That's like on Wednesdays only though, or something.
Did any of you get any of the sneaker drops this month? Nikes or Yeezys or anything?
Nope. They're all trash.
They're all trash.
It's either they're all trash or we all took an L.
UNC 3s, people were asking. I think they're clean, but it wasn't really like a must for me though, as far as personal collection goes. Let me see. Where are we? What happened to the Jason Kids? I actually still have them. I have not sold them. So they're still here in the inventory. See, Jake isn't a day over 30.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there you go. It's all that
Happy Camper knows. He sees that oil. He sees the oil, and he's like, "This dude's got to still."
Yeah, it's all that skincare,
Yeah, it's the skincare.
Day over 30. Jake has kids older than B. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's how actually I knew Jake. Like I was, I went to school with his youngest.
Yeah.
My kid was a senior when B was a freshman.
Let me see. Do you guys think Jordan bowling shoe would sell well? Now we're just getting into.
That's what he said. I would say Jake's closer to 40.
Hey, Flippin' Rick's a hater. That's what that is.
What are you drinking?
Seltzer water with some like vitamin C.
Staying healthy.
Orange flavor.
Staying healthy.
Yeah.
Do you all
according to Flippin' Rick, I gotta stay healthy because I'm like at risk for the coronavirus.
Is at risk. You still source Target or other stores for selling on Amazon? I haven't done that type of retail stuff in a while. I've sent Nike shoes to Amazon. It's my last stuff I've been selling, but that's it. Let's play Guess the Age. From Happy Camper. Hustler Hacks, do you drink any energy drinks? I do not. They make me feel weird. Like the wife likes energy drinks. I'm not for them. I can't focus on stuff. Especially going to like women's section, looking for shoes, looking for foam posits. Like everything looks the same. Then you got like a whole bunch of stuff going on with the energy drinks, and I can't do it. I can do coffee. That's it. Logan Skill says 33, 28, 39.
Is that like a combination to a locker?
Some of the measurements for chicks, like that's what he's guessing the age.
That's a pretty good measurement. Vital stats.
Yeah.
33,
Look at Tech
39.
Keats. Yeah. 34, 31,
Damn.
62.
um, 33, 17 and a half, and Jake is 30 plus 10. 34, 31, 62. 34, 32, 35. We're getting close. Old in the face, but like Farmer Willie, Chino Brown. Let me go back up. Let's see, store.
Man, Glenn's the youngest.
Which store bathroom would you not take a raw dump in if you had to? Raw as in not wiping down or covering the seat. Damn, I'm going to extreme measures. I can tell you right now, Ross, I would not take a dump in. Number one, I can't even find an employee to ring that little thing to let me in to take a dump.
I tried to do that and then run. It won't work.
I won't. They have to literally press it. Man, I hate that. I'm like, dude, where is this person? Like, I'm like,
they're usually hiding by the toys. They're literally hiding.
Yeah, I hate that. Like, ready to take a dump. Now I'm like moving around to like, dude, where is this person finally coming out of nowhere? Oh man, trying to like run in there. It's crazy. But Burlington, cleanest bathrooms by far. The new Burlingtons.
Oh man, Victor, man, trying to roast me. He wouldn't take a dump on my toilet. Man, my toilet's pretty nice.
I heard that I think after Gobert left that hotel he was staying in, I think NHL team came in and 2 announcers stayed in that same room that he stayed in. And now they're not feeling well.
No.
So I don't know. Man, it's a little risky.
Man, my laptop's 1% already.
Oh, it's dying?
Yeah,
it's dying. I hate when Ross workers tell you go stand over there by the door and I'll buzz you in. So uncomfortable. Yeah, super uncomfortable. Especially when you come out like 30 minutes later. It's a fat dump. You're gonna like, damn, what happened to this dude?
Dude, Nordstrom Rack. Where it's at.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Nordstrom Rack. Very true. Especially the Atlanta ones we went.
Yeah, bougie.
You know what? Some of the Rosses, like in the worst neighborhoods, they don't even let you use the bathroom.
What?
Yeah, because they're probably out there trying to steal something.
Like some of the ones in DC. I know you guys probably been there, but yeah, they would. I'm like, can I use the bathroom? They're like, we don't. The public can't use the bathroom.
Yeah, like you're not buying anything.
Shoplifting will be at the highest, so the Ross people wearing the vests in the front better be ready. Actually, they'll just let you steal whatever. I don't think they'll tackle you or anything. Let me go back up. Let me see. Note to flip it is what I like. That's why I'm here.
Well, I'm glad I could bring that one extra person.
Bring that happiness. Any other you know what? We've had a lot of questions. We've been in here for almost like 2 hours. All right. Anything you want to ask? Like, now we're leaving. B's leaving. His laptop ran out of battery. Let's get this guy out of here. Removed from stream. Anything you want to ask Jake while he's here? I know a lot of questions coming in for Jake. Rugged good looks, a little oily, glistening today. He had the dog on. That bathroom Jake went on the last times was immaculate, clean. That Burlington one, very clean.
One of the new Burlingtons, right? Those are
They even had that Lysol thing ready to go in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, it was perfect.
I was like, man, how's Chase from Josh Brown?
He's right here. You want to see?
Oh, he's right here?
He's right here.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There he is.
All right, Chase, over here. Look over there.
That was his head. Let's see. Does Ross release their shoes out the same time of the day? No. Every Ross is different. Jake, what's the best shoe in your collection?
Oh man, I don't really have anything that's like super expensive. But the one I probably wear the least because I try to keep it up is the Concord 11. I love that one. Black Cement 3s I like a lot. But my favorite shoe, like I was saying earlier, is the Bordeaux 7s. Okay. I like those. And a shoe that I recently got that I think people are sleeping on is that women's UNC to Chicago one.
Like, they're pretty cheap right now.
that is such a nice shoe, man. Like that shoe is real nice. And people spent money on the patent leather ones, which look like clown shoes. Personally.
Not a fan.
Well, I think people are kind of scared off by the women's label as well, right? Because they're just
Mm.
like this is a women's shoe. I mean, I think.
You think
Like
people
what's
are
the
scared
last
of that?
women's shoe that did really well for men?
Yeah. All right,
Because
very
I
true.
thought like I remember those 12s came out. They came out like that Vachetta tan kind of 12s. I thought the men's sizes would sell, but they didn't. So
Uh,
the sad black toes maybe.
oh yeah.
But that's everybody knows that one.
Let's see. Picked up UNC to Chicago for 213. I'll take them. I mean, you're gonna see some prices drop. I think you want to get some steals for yourself for the collection, even to resell. Now's the time.
Hey, come back to this video in like 2 years, man. Those UNC to Chicago's are gonna be like $400.
Let's see. Econ Moose holding deep in the women's UNC to Chicago 1 in big sizes. What's your favorite shoe from your collection? Classic up tempos, Pippins, which I think they're coming back this year. Actually, I think they announced they're gonna like re-release them. But it's a classic shoe. Gotta go with the Pippins. And what's the next question? How's my dog? My dog's doing very well. So I don't have the pug around here. He was barking a lot earlier, but maybe the pug he can meet Chase and they can hang out or something. Go sourcing or I don't know. Jake Prestigious Ross, which I've been to that Ross. It's very nice.
What's funny? You know what's funny? I remember who told me it was either Shallenton or B, but they ran into each other in there.
Oh yeah, on
just Ross.
On Shallenton's lunch break.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like, what's the chances of like running into Ken in a Ross in Atlanta? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's very true. Do any Dick's Sporting Goods clearance?
I mean, I don't. Somebody told me to go check them out. I did check them out recently, but they didn't have anything.
Yeah, I went and it was pretty trash. Like they had that little tent sale. Even like every time they kept doing markdowns, but they didn't have anything that great, at least in mine. Our other one didn't even have a tent sale, so only had one. Wasn't that great. What's your best time to source? Any possible time you can.
I mean, personally, I think during the week is really a lot better than the weekend. But I know, because now that I've been able to go a little more during the weekdays, it's a lot better than it is during the weekend because you got a lot more people out.
Yeah, you got like smelly ass kids. You have families. Like you don't want to deal with any of that.
I'm just saying everybody has time on the weekend, right? So anybody who's a reseller is going to be out on the weekend, whereas 4:00 on a Wednesday, right?
Yeah. What's your favorite Marshall, TJ Maxx, Burlington, or Ross? Well, Ross has to be number one in my heart. Man.
You know what, Glenn? Man, I just think that when I watch your stuff, man, your freaking Rosses you got shoes on shoes on shoes. Like they can't even fit them in. Like, they're just sitting on top of it. Like none of the Rosses I go to look like that, man. El Paso has some kind of plot with Glenn to send him everything and get that advertising.
Here's an El Paso question: how often do you compete with Hacking the Matrix? That's our question. I would say it's kind of funny. People ask them all the time, like, and they even said it themselves. They're like, "We get Glenn's leftovers," and I'm happy with that because the thing is, they're part time. I'm full time. I got to be out there all the time and see what I can get. But I do run into them from time to time.
You know what the funny thing is though with them is obviously anytime they find anything good, it's you asleep.
I'm asleep.
You sleeping?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sleeping?
I mean, they're finding them in your stores. So anytime Hacking the Matrix finds anything good, go ahead to Glenn's IG and troll him.
Yeah, tag me in all of them. Be like, dude, Hacks is sleeping.
Where you at, Hacks?
Yeah, where is this guy? You're supposed to be controlling your whole territory.
You're supposed to be like a mafia boss in El Paso.
What happened to 2 Burlingtons in Burlington? What happened? Oh, yeah, we should have kept up to that one. We didn't even see that one. Do y'all think Grant Hills ever go up in price? They're classics.
I mean, I think when the sell-off is done, I mean, because the Grant Hills, I remember a couple years back, I had a pair, I think it was from like 2013, and I think I sold those for like $180 at the time because the market wasn't saturated with them. I mean, obviously it's going to be probably a year, 2 years. I don't know, but price will definitely go up because that is a classic shoe. It's just Fila made so many, and obviously the audience for that shoe is more limited
Yeah,
because
and a little older.
you got to be like 1,000 years old like me
And Nacho.
and Nacho. 900 like Glenn.
Yeah, you gotta be old. How many hours do you work a day?
Me?
I don't.
I don't know if that's me, but me personally, I still got a job, so I work about like 7 hours during the day, but I'm able to leave the house, whatever, and go out and get whatever I got to get, come back. But depends like what you're doing, but probably like 8 to 10 hours.
Get some beauty rest in there. We're gonna try to hit. Someone said this thing's still live. It is still live. We're gonna hit 2 hours. You know what? Screw it. Let's just hit 2 hours. We got like 4 minutes and and some change left. All right. Any other questions before we go? Are the Air Jordan Big Fun Lakers white and gold purple popular? No. Big Funds out of the question. Big Funds went down to $65 in my outlet. People aren't picking those up.
I think you always, rule of thumb is you always got to see an Air in front of the Jordan and a number afterwards. You might have a shot.
Might, depending on that retro.
Yeah, it's not even always.
Retro
But
15.
if you don't see an Air in front of that Jordan and a number after it, you're pretty much probably not going to be any good.
Let me see. Love my people over 40. We ain't old, Chino Brown.
I mean, I don't know.
You wouldn't know anything about that.
I don't know anybody over 40. So.
Yeah, that's a 24/7 live stream until coronavirus is gone. Imagine that. I'd be dying on here. I won't be able to list nothing. Favorite Air Jordan. He said 7. He said 7s.
Mine's 7. What was yours, Glenn?
Favorite Jordan? I mean, I'd have to say it's too cliche, but I gotta go with the 11s. I mean, it's kind of like that perfect time, perfect age. I was watching. I was like, man, Jordan 11s. I wanted the Concords, never got them. I had to settle for the Reebok Big Hurt zebra striped. And yeah, the parents were not going to put in money for Concord 11s. I can tell you that much right now. Man, at least dye the beard blue. Oh, no.
I guess that's me because I
don't got. This is the most facial hair I can grow. So, and you would think being brown. I mean, the mustache will come out if I let it, but nothing else. Like I can't. It won't connect. None of this kind of stuff. I'd say nothing wrong with 11s. If you pick up one shoe to wear for the rest of your life, what would it be?
If you only have one shoe, it's probably got to be a Jordan 1, right? Because that goes with everything. So I don't know what color though. Probably, you know what? I'd probably go with the shadow ones.
You got to get like insoles and stuff though. Like you can't just wear ones just cause.
Well, I'm just saying is like if you only have one choice, I think the shadow ones with the colors and stuff I like to wear, I'd probably go shadow ones.
Okay. I think comfortable. I would go with Prestos. Like just for comfort, I feel I could.
Come on.
I feel I could
you
run.
lose so much credibility if everywhere you went was just in Prestos.
But a clean pair of Prestos. I need to be comfortable. Like we're getting older. Unless you want to wear those Grant Hills, that's not gonna happen.
No, you know what? Those aren't as bulky as you say they are, man.
No, they are.
Nah. Because you got the older one. You don't have the 2019s.
Okay, that's very true then.
Because you saw the 2019s, they got like leather on the inside.
And I did see that. I know. Yeah, I did see that. Look a little bit more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Jake looks like Chris Evans. Look at him.
Very kind of you.
Let me see. What's the best sneakers to buy at resale? Well, ones. Yeah. Jordan ones.
Ones in general, right?
Yeah. How many DMs do you get a day? That's a question. What about Jake? How many DMs do you get a day?
I mean, probably like from people I don't know, like just random people who are asking me a question. Probably, I don't get that many, probably like 10 or something. And then people I know, DM me, but like new people, probably like 8 to 10 maybe. It's usually a question about, is this shoe real or would you buy this, stuff like that.
Are you single? things like that.
You know what? In the reselling game, is the ratio of men to women is really off. It's not like the population. It's more like 95-5. So
Okay. Now I try to get to as many DMs as possible. This is not gonna look good, but I'll show you guys. Let me see where is this. This is not gonna look good. Where are we? Oh man, I can't even see it. There we go. A 99 plus request. But
yeah.
with this lockdown, I'm getting to them and the emails. That's my Hustle Hacks promise right here.
They're just building up right now, Glenn.
How many cougars DM you, Jake?
I told you it's like there's not that many women in the resale game. I mean, I know I probably got to do more Poshmark videos, and then maybe I get that up.
Wrestle a couple of cougars at Posh Fest.
Go
Could
ahead.
happen.
I hear Posh Fest is where it's at.
That's what I heard too. But we have not gone. So maybe you, me, the bee, and take a little trip.
Where was Posh Fest at last year?
I think they have different locations. Dallas, I think, was one of them, right? Phoenix, a different couple of them, right? I don't know. What was the highest voted city for Out Hustled? And it was definitely LA. But right now, California is very dangerous. So we're going to wait it out. Do you sell on Facebook? Facebook Marketplace.
I don't like face-to-face contact. I don't like this coronavirus. That's my excuse now, but I didn't like it before either. I'm not big, like, people want to do local and stuff like that. It's not my thing. I'm like, I'll ship it to you. I'll pay for it. Like, if somebody's really like, I'll pick them up, I'll be like, I'll just eat the $8 shipping. I'll just ship it to you. You know?
Okay. Yeah, you're not dealing with any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't like it.
All right, Posh Fest 2020 is in Dallas. That's from O. James. And you guys are awesome. Thanks for the content. Hopefully get more B in the future. So we went over 2 hours. We are done. That was a long ass live show. But yes, wash your hands, wash your ass. You'll be ready. You'll be set. And we'll keep you guys posted. And look out for those in-store vlogs from Mr. Hacks and your boy. Know what to flip it. All right. We'll see you guys. And
what am I supposed to do with $12 profit? I got kids.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So go ahead and get it.